Hello, my lovelies. You are tuned into TalkRadio.com's Freaky Friday, and I'm your hostess, Cypher Kai. I apologize, you guys. I told you guys last week I was out of town, and I'm still out of town. And I'm actually broadcasting from outside, so you guys might hear a little noise behind me this evening. Forgive me. I wanted to make sure I came on. You guys raised the bar exceptionally high. I told you if enough of you hit us up behind the scenes and let me know that you wanted me to come on, I would give you a portion of this holiday weekend. So I am here for you, my darlings. If you want to call into the show and reach us, the number is 347-450-3958. That is 347-450-3958. If you want to send your questions in, it is questions@talkradio.com, TAWK radio.com, or go onto our website at www.tawkradio.com. On the contact us link, you can put your information over there. Facebook.com/Talk Radio, Instagram.com/Talk Radio. We're also on Twitter, which we don't use. And I think there's a YouTube page we don't use either yet. So, like I said, this is Freaky Fridays with your hostess, Cypher Kai. And it is Labor Day weekend 2018. And so I'm going to play some music tonight that just makes me feel good. It's not any of the new stuff from this year. Because I was rushing around and don't have all of my equipment with me, I couldn't download the things that I wanted to get into tonight. I got quite addicted to a song by Idonia called Yeah, Yeah, Yeah. It's probably old to you guys, but new to me. Love it. Not playing it tonight. Don't happen to have it. But I'll get into a couple of other things, and it should be a lot of fun. I'm going to get into the email bag as well and answer you guys' questions. And of course, if you want to call in and give feedback on anything, you feel free to do that. 347-450-3958. Also, there is a new feature. If you log on to our website at www.tawkradio.com/shows, there's a player there. There's a little bubble there that looks like a talk bubble. You can go in there, and that will allow you to live chat with me back and forth during the show. Give me feedback on things. You can also message us on the Facebook at facebook.com/Talk Radio. So I'm giving you all the ways that you guys can reach out to the show and interact and be interactive. And in the chat room, you guys can talk to each other. So you might just make a little love connection in there on this Freaky Friday and find someone to jump on or be with or be freaky with here on this Freaky Friday here on talkradio.com. So again, to get into that chat room, you can go on to the website at www.tawkradio.com/shows. There's a big player there on the live stream, and there's a little bubble that looks like a chat bubble. You click that, it will take you over where you can go into a chat room and talk back and forth to me and anybody else that's tuned in that wants to make themselves visible. You can talk to them there. All right, so there we go. Okay, so I'm going to play some music for you guys this evening. We're going to start it off real nice and easy, and I'm going to sort myself behind the scenes so that we can get into, the right frame of mind for this weekend. And so tonight is all about sexual conversations, relationships, fetishes, whatever you're into, whatever you're not into, whatever you want to talk about. This is the platform to do it. TalkRadio.com is the platform to do it. So tonight we're going to kick it off, get your mind sorted right with a little Rihanna and DJ Khaled. We're going to get you into these wild thoughts here on TalkRadio.com's Freaky Friday.
Another one. We the best music. DJ Khaled.
I don't know if you could take it. No, you wanna see me naked. I wanna be a baby. Spinning in his red just like he came from Maytag. Rocket with it on the brown. When I get like this, I can't be around you. I'm too little to dim down the night. Cause I can into things that I'm gon' do. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
Let's go.
for the tagging. You know this cookie's for the bag. Kitty, kitty, baby, get her things to rest. Cause you done beat it like the 68 Jets. Diamonds are nothing when I'm rocking with ya. Diamonds are nothing when I'm shining with ya. Just keep it white and black as if I'm your sister. I'm too hip to hop around, time to hit with ya. I know I get wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
I heard that pussy for the taking. I heard it got these other niggas going crazy. Yeah, I treat you like a lady, lady. Fuck you till you burned out, cremation. Make it cream, yeah, Wu-Tang. Throw that ass back, bouquet. Call me and I could get it, you say. I could tell you gone off the door, say. Oh, yeah, yeah. Careful, mama, why what you say? You talking to me like your new babe. You talking like you trying to do things. Now that pipe gotta run it like she Usain, baby. You made me drown in it, ooh, touche, baby. I'm carrying that water, Bobby Boucher, baby. And you know I'ma slaughter like I'm Jason. Busted, why you got it on safety? White girl wear shit on brown liquor. I probably shouldn't be around you. Cause you get wild, wild, wild. You looking like it's nothing that you won't do. What you won't do. Hey girl, that's when I told you.
When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
DJ Khaled.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
I tell you, every time I do this show, I got wild thoughts. I swear to God, you guys are awesome. There are lots and lots of people on here that were waiting for the show to come on. You guys are so super loyal and awesome, and I don't even know what to do with myself. You guys make me so happy that I got this platform for you guys. So this is talkradio.com's Freaky Fridays. If you just tuned in, let me give a few disclaimers, please. If you've got small children, if you've got thin skin, if you've never had sex, if you've never tuned into the show before, if you don't like cursing and profanity, please move on. This is not for you. You're not grown enough for this yet. Don't mean to cause offense, but I'm sure that I will. Sometimes certain things need to be said. And so this is a platform where I don't hold back anything. The only person allowed to curse on my show is me. So please, if you're going to call, be respectful. Be articulate. Let me understand what you have to say, you know. But you can reach us on the hotline at 347-450-3958. Log on to the website at www.tawkradio.com/shows. I am your hostess, Cypher Kai, in the building. And, in the vehicle outside. I am in a remote location this evening, but shout out to all of you on this beautiful Freaky Friday Labor Weekend 2018. I hope you're enjoying it. Please drink wine and fuck responsibly on this Labor Weekend. But we'll know your secrets by the spring. We'll know who's pregnant and bellied up by the spring. So you guys be very careful, be very choosy with the things you decide to do with your penises and your vaginas this weekend. Anyway, this is talkradio.com's Freaky Fridays. And like I said, I'm here with you. Go into the chat room, you guys. Talk to each other. All right, let's dig into the email bag. Let's see what we've got going on here first. My dad is having an affair with my aunt. Oh, I love my job. I had known that my dad was having an affair since it was pretty obvious. However, I didn't know it was with the woman next door who happens to be the sister of my mom. I know my mom deserves to know, but I want to confront my dad first before telling her. I don't want to see my mom crying. I'll talk to my dad about it first and tell him to stop that nonsense. If he loves us, then he will stop seeing my aunt. I really don't understand what has gotten into their little minds. However, if loving me and my mom is what he truly felt, then he must not have done such a mistake. I'm not sure what you're saying. Okay, Daddy, if you're... Dude, Dude, the only way I can even imagine you trying to get away with this is if she's a twin and you try to fuck around and say you couldn't tell the difference. But really though, her sister who lives next door, really? And auntie, shame on you. You know, I've heard scenarios where people come next door and they borrow a cup of sugar, they might borrow a stick of butter, they might borrow a lawnmower. You don't come by next door and borrow somebody's cock. What the whole entire, really though? Really? Auntie next door? Really? And I'm wondering, is that your mum's actual sister or somebody, one of her French is calling sister? Because if that's how blood relatives share DNA, sat together for Christmas type sister, that's some really messy shit. Really messy, she needs an entire roll of toilet paper, messy shit. Really though, auntie, somebody needs to call me and follow up with me on this, please. Somebody, the niece, the child, the father, the aunt, the wife. I need to hear from somebody on this. 347-450-3958. Anybody who wants to sound off on this, anybody who's listening to me that wants to sound off on this and how wretched this is, or if you've been in this scenario before, have you ever, let me pose it out there right now. Does anyone want to confess ever sleeping with one of your relatives' lovers? Does anyone want to confess that tonight? Here on Talk Radio's Freaky Friday tonight. Does anyone want to confess that? I'm just curious. Let me know. Freaky Fridays here on talkradio.com. I'm your hostess, Cypher Kai. Okay. So next one. How many dates should you have before sex? I met a guy on Tinder. We had our second date yesterday. He seems very nice and I really want to get to know him. At the end of our last day, he invited me back to his place. I said I could come inside for a little bit just to signalize that I wasn't joining him just for the sake of sex. We were really just talking before we started kissing a bit. Inside me, I got a little panic attack, and it's not the first time. I've been struggling with this many times, and I have never gotten any far in intimacy with boys. I've been very afraid to be intimate with someone. In public places when we hang out, I am very comfortable with flirting and stuff. But once we are alone, I get high heart rate and I can't focus. I want to run away because I get so uncomfortable. There was no pressure from his side, he just kissed me. But the problem is that I know kissing leads to sex. Not necessarily, but boy is a boy. I'm not ready for it yet. He seems like a good guy. It's very annoying that I get a heart attack every time. I want to be able to relax and enjoy time with him instead of panicking for it. I want to tell him, but it may be too early to talk about personal issues. Next time he said I come to his place, I automatically think sex, and I panic again. What can I do? Okay, so, Jesus Christ. First of all, Jesus. I still, you guys, I know you're going to laugh at me behind the scenes. You're going to yell at me, tell me to get up to date. These apps that turn everything into instantaneous everything. Okay, so first of all, if you're a virgin lady, I'm going to need you to not be on come fuck me apps. Because Tinder is a come fuck me app. Tinder is for lazy people who no longer want to go out and interact with people and talk to people and get to know them the old-fashioned way. Hey, how are you? You look nice today. Can I have your number? Write it down or put it in your phone and have a conversation. Tinder is swipe. Oh, you make my pussy jump. Let me hit you up. Let me fuck. Let me get a free meal, something. So your virgin ass should not be on Tinder. That's for starters. Second of all, you're not having a heart attack. Anxiety attack, yes. And again, if you're having anxiety just about dating or the thought of having sex means you're not ready to be doing it. You are the kind of people that puts people in precarious positions. And that's not to say that at any point you're having sex or in an intimate situation, you can't say no, you're entitled. But you put people in a position where they're getting blue balls, they're getting frustrated, you become a tease, all kinds of stuff. You're not ready. And again, I beg you people to go back into my archives and listen. You sound like your late teens, I hope, early 20s or so. And so you need to be exploring your body and thinking about and finding out what you like. No one can please you if you're having panic attacks. You can't tell people what to do to make you happy or to make you satisfied if you don't know what you want. Sex or the thought of sex is not supposed to put your body on high alert. That's not a good thing. That's a level of the fact that you're not comfortable in your own skin, in your own sexuality, and you need to figure that out without trying to put that off on somebody else. A guy that's on Tinder is looking to fuck. He's not looking for a soulmate. He's not looking to teach you. He's not looking to take time with you. He wants someone who knows what they're doing, and he's probably looking for his own experience. I've had that conversation with someone a couple of times in the week, and guys come into a situation as well, even the guys who have lots of sex, and they're still looking for an experience. They want to have something done to them that was never done before. And a lot of guys are very turned off, especially in this day and time of instant gratification and raunchy and get to the point. They are afraid of virgins. You guys are too clingy. They don't want to be a professor. They don't want to teach you things. They want to have someone put their legs in the air, suck their ball sack, suck their nipples, blow their minds. They don't want someone who's fussing around and nervous, and at every second he thinks he's going too deep, you're going to start crying rape or some shit like that. So you need to sort your own shit before you start going on Tinder and whatever those other apps are. There's, like I said, Tinder is the come fuck me app. You're not ready to fuck. Please stop. Listen to an archive, watch a little porn if needed, touch yourself, get to know yourself, get a nice shower head, start in the shower, get clean and dirty at the same time, like an oxymoronic kind of situation. Get a nice shower head, get it on your clitoris, turn it on high, see how that works out for you. Before you start yelling out, buy a dildo, fuck that. Dildos and vibrators, you can get a shower head, start that way. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself dirty and clean yourself up at the same time. Get a good night's sleep and start thinking about something. Start thinking more sexual thoughts. Get comfortable with your mind and your body and all these things. But please, keep off of Tinder. You're not ready. Anyway, this is Freaky Fridays here on talkradio.com. And I'm your hostess, Cypher Akai. And thank you guys for tuning in. I see you multiplying. I need you guys to share the link that was sent out like an STD. Spread it like an STD that has no cure. It just has no cure. But this is the STD that you want. This is the one that you want. Anyway, this is talkradio.com's Freaky Friday, and I'm your hostess, Cypher Kai, as I mentioned. And we're going to get into some more music here on this Labor Weekend 2018. This one is Nobody Has to Know by Cranium and Ty Dolla $ign.
Whoa, whoa.
Talk Radio.
Baby. Sit down with yourself. Bend down with yourself. You know me have a fat cock for you. I've been waiting. Nobody nothing knows, say me and you a fuck. Nobody nothing knows, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing knows, say you come over me yard. Baby, take off your dress. Nobody nothing knows, say me and you a fuck. Nobody nothing knows, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing knows, say you come over me yard. Baby, take off your dress. Every time you come here, act like you know and do it. And I tell me, say you a sneak. But from looking at your eyes, me see the freakiness. Baby girl, make it unleash. And I like, say, me no treat you good. And I like, say, me no go hard. Every time you come at me yard, you are worrying and your man they are your yard. Nobody nothing knows, say me and you a fuck. Nobody nothing knows, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing knows, say you come over me yard. Baby, take off your dress. Nobody nothing knows, say me and you a fuck. Nobody nothing knows, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing knows, say you come over me yard. Baby, take off your dress.
Girl, take it off for a young. Freaky things that you do with your tongue. Up and down the pool like a stripper. Ass up, face in the pillow. Popping it, pussy popping on the handstand. And I just be your nigga, I can't be a man. Sex so good, make you say you love me. Hold up, make you say you had a boyfriend. And I like the way that you brought the way that you kiss you, yeah. And you like the way I get money, the way I boss up, yeah. And when I hit it real fast from the back, how you make that ass clap and you look back at it. I should take a photo, but nobody out here
Nobody nothing knows, say me and you a fuck. Nobody nothing knows, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing knows, say you come over me yard. Baby, take off your dress. Nobody nothing knows, say me and you a fuck. Nobody nothing knows, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing knows, say you come over me yard. Baby, take off your dress. Baby, ride me like a stallion. fuck me like a number one. Better speak in a tongues. When me use my cocky play guitar with your lungs. Hey girl, me I go shift your womb. When you feel the length of the broom, transform like Tarzan. Better never get touched fuck from a mother. Nobody know, say me and you a fuck. Nobody nothing know, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing know, say you come over me yard. Baby, take off your dress. Nobody nothing know, say me and you a fuck. Nobody nothing know, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing know, say you come over me yard. Baby, take off your dress. Baby, whoa. You know I love you, baby. The way you ride me, baby, drive me crazy. We should do this more often. I love you.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Friday. I'm your hostess, Cypher Kai. I want to give a couple of shout outs. So shout out to Noe Don that's tuned in. Shout out to Mr. B. Shout out to Gap. I know you're going to be on the mend. I hope you're listening. You are getting stronger by the minute, my darling. Also, shout out to Drew, new driver Drew. That's going to be a new fan of the show. Out there doing his thing, working hard. Shout out to our new VP of Marketing. Shout out to Pretty Ricky Spectacular from Pretty Ricky. Shout out to you as well. Some things are going to be coming up behind the scenes. Also, shout out to our tech crew who's not with me tonight, but they are doing some really awesome things behind the scenes. We've got some great partnerships we're putting together. You guys, trust me, hold on. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. There'll be some things that you'll be able to purchase directly from us. It's going to be so helpful to your lives, from wellness to just every other facet that can help you out. We're going to make sure we make connections with great sponsors and great small businesses that will be very beneficial to our audience. Want to give a shout out to the wellness consultant. Revive is coming soon. You guys will get to know the deep explanation of what that is and what's coming, and it's going to be really, really awesome. So shout out to the wellness consultant. And Revive is coming soon. Revive. I like to say Revive. It makes it sound sexier. Anyway, this is TalkRadio.com's Freaky Friday. I'm your hostess, Cypher Kai. I see you guys here. I see you. The numbers are multiplying. You know what I'm going to do? I have decided. We've got a good, a couple thousand people on here tonight. And last week we did really great. We had 26,000 plus live listeners last week. So I'm going to put a challenge out there. I want you guys to start spreading this around. If we get to 30,000 plus live listeners tonight, and I'm going to pick a random person who's interacting with me behind the scenes, so you guys can start to send me your little messages now. I will do a personal, direct, 10-minute conversation with someone off the air. So you get to have me all to yourself to ask me a question, to get some direct advice for free directly from me. If we hit 30,000 plus this evening and you guys are interacting with me behind the scenes. I also want to give a shout out to Valencia, who's tuned in from Costa Rica. All right. This thing is getting some real traction. I can see you guys tuned in from all over the place. But again, if you want to let me know you're there, you can do it several ways. Go onto the website www.tawkradio.com/shows. And there's a little bubble there. You can go over and talk to me in the chat bubble. You can message me on facebook.com/talkradio. You can call into the hotline, of course, 347-450-3958. So many ways to interact with us. Questions at talkradio.com. On the website as well, on the contact us form. So many ways to reach us. We are here for you. All right, let's dig into the email bag again. Let's see what we got in here. I've cheated for the first time and I hate myself. All right, this past weekend I got blackout drunk and did something I regret. I have never cheated on my significant other in the past. Been together for 5 years and I will never do it again. I don't even remember getting to my house, how I got there, how I got inside, etc. I feel like my memory was wiped. The next thing I remember was waking up. My genital area hurt and my tampon was lodged inside of me. I then had a flashback that my friend was over in my bed and I asked him to leave. I do not know how he got there or why. I know he was inside of me at some point because I told him to stop and that I couldn't do this to my partner. I do not know who initiated. I love my significant other more than anything in the entire world and it's eating me up inside. I feel like a piece of trash. I know he is planning to propose soon, and I don't feel I deserve it. Forgive me if this is not the right place to be asking this. I can't help feel that I cheated on the absolute love of my life. I feel sick to my stomach and could really use some advice. Okay, first of fucking all right, listen. So this is the part of the show where people who are tuning in say, why does she curse so much? Because did you hear what I just read? Did you hear what I just read? I gotta curse a little bit, just a little bit. Bear with me. Okay, so now, you're blacked out drunk, but you know you did something you regret. That shit. Let me just start. That shit. That is shit. That is utter shit. If you're so blacked out you don't remember anything, then you don't actually remember anything. The fact that you're waking up... Okay, let me just pull this apart. This is like an onion question. Okay. So your genital area is hurting. You got a tampon pushed up inside of you. So... if you're already sexually active and you don't know how to use a tampon to a point where you got it in you where it's hurting, that's already another question in itself. What's happening there? Then you're so pissy drunk and got such wretched friends that your guy friend would fuck you with a tampon in you, therefore putting his penis in and pushing the tampon further inside of you to get in you, but somehow the tampon's still there. He didn't even have the decency to pull it out, considering you're blacked out drunk, to replace your tampon with his penis. And then, he's such a cool motherfucker. When he was done, he took his penis out and put a tampon back inside of you. Really though? All while you're blacked out drunk. And why do you know that your guy's going to propose to you soon? You're not supposed to know that unless you're being nosy. Overhearing a conversation, checking dresser drawers, checking credit card receipts, something. It's always supposed to be a surprise. So how the hell do you know he's going to propose? And yeah, if you would be willing to tell these kind of bullshit stories that make no sense whatsoever, you're quite right. You don't deserve to be married. What? I really wish you called me. I've got so many things I want to lash you with, but I kind of feel like I'm wasting the effort because I hope you're tuned in. I hope you're one of these tens of thousands of people that are tuned in right now. And if you are, please, 347-450-3958 and talk to me. I need to have a conversation with you. I'm very confused about a lot of things. This is absolutely the right place to post this. But, yeah, I'm going to need to talk to you. I'm going to really need to talk to you. So please, anybody who has any commentary on this, please hit me up behind the scenes, call the show, do something. Mark, please, I can't. I just... Yeah, I'm gonna, all right then. So, right, you feel like shit, you should. I know you did something. This convoluted story you sent me doesn't seem like it's it. There's something else there you're not saying, but it's all right. Yeah, you don't deserve a ring right now. You need to stop drinking too. What you need is an AA meeting. You don't need a ring right now. You need to, you need a Bible and a meeting. That's what you need. Right then. All right. All right. Next. What constitutes a fling? I've read several references to the word here and there, of course, elsewhere. So what do you think a fling really is? What does it include? Is it always not serious? Does it always include sex? To the latter, I'd say not necessarily, but usually. Okay. What constitutes a fling? Yeah, doesn't a fling mean some kind of sex? Right, so a fling is like let me fling your legs over your head. I don't really respect you. I probably don't want to see you again. I just want to fuck you. I need to scratch the itch. Right, I'm in the mood to fuck. If you let me fuck, I'll do it. And that's kind of what that is. Let me fling you around with no real emotion to it. Kind of maybe one time, maybe twice if it's good kind of thing. You know, that's what I'm thinking anyway. You know, if somebody else has another definition for it or some other, perception of it, feel free to chime in and let me know. But a fling is kind of like let me fling you around a bit. Maybe tie you up, maybe spank you, fling your legs over your head kind of thing. That seems about right to me. A fling me around and do naughty things to me. Anyway, this is Freaky Fridays here on TalkRadio.com. If you just tuned in, I am your hostess, Cypher Kai. And it is Labour Weekend 2018. And so we're just kind of here, getting through some things and whatever, playing a little music and answering some emails and seeing you guys reacting behind the scenes is always priceless to me. So, we're going to mix it up a bit. I'm going to play a little West Indian music. I'll say with some American music from time to time. I just kind of pull some things really quickly. So I'm just going to play some stuff. Let's get back into the soca side of things. And this one is Wood by Skrilla, here on TalkRadio.com's Freaky Friday Labor Day edition 2018. Cypher Kai in the building.
See that purple heart, like mahogany green heart. What type of wood you want? I said what type of wood you want? See that purple heart, like mahogany green heart. What type of wood you want? I said what type of wood you want? And let me go back up on the wood, work off all the wood. And say this what is mine. This what is mine. Back up on the wood, and work off all the wood. And let me go and say this what is mine. Boy, this what is mine. Girl, the way you holding it too, you go to grade 1 in carpenter school. Tell me that the wood must be the right thickness, or the measurements ain't gonna fit this. Not too big, not too small, not too short, not too tall. All she tell me is when they get wet, hold it good until the wood break. Pine, see the purple heart, like mahogany green heart. What type of wood you want? Girl, so what type of wood you want? And let me go. Yes, pine, see the purple heart, like mahogany green heart. What type of wood you want? Girl, so what type of wood you want? And let me go. Yes, back up on the wood, work off all the wood. And say this what is mine. This what is mine. Back up on the wood, and work off all the wood. And say this what is mine. Boy, this what is mine. She don't want a toothpick, it's too little. She don't want a chipboard, it's too brittle. She say a good piece of plywood do, or a piece of green heart, not one but two. And the girl know every damn angle. Yeah, she can put the wood in triangles. I see the girl take a firm piece of wood and put it in a circle like a gold bangle. Pine, see the purple heart, like mahogany green heart. What type of wood you want? Girl, so what type of wood you want? And let me go. Yes, pine, see the purple heart, like mahogany green heart. What type of wood you want? Girl, so what type of wood you want? And let me go. Yes, back up on the wood, work off all the wood. And say this what is mine. This what is mine. Back up on the wood, and work off all the wood. And say this what is mine. Boy, this what is mine.
That catches me every time. I apologize, you guys. It finishes so quickly. Anyway, you are tuned into TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fridays, and I'm your hostess, Cypher Kai, in this place on our Freaky Fridays Labor Day 2018 edition. So, you guys are sending me in these wonderful emails, and like I said, those of you who follow the show know I read them in the moment, and sometimes, the subject lines get me, but then I open it and it's like a story. Please, if you're going to send an email, and try to make it 4 to 6 sentences long. I don't want to read an entire story online. Can love happen twice? Do you think you can fall in love twice, or is it just one great love? That's a good question. Can you fall in love twice? Can you have the same level of intensity with two different people? I don't think so. Because they're different stages of your life. So I don't know that you can fall in love the same way twice. But I believe that you can fall in love maybe even more than twice. Definitely is possible. So if you're looking for that, hold on to it. I'm sure it'll come. I'm looking for that myself. So you guys have heard me talking about my little celibacy and all that other stuff, and I am definitely looking to end that soon. I know you guys have been sending me applications, and people have been DMing me and messaging me and all kinds of stuff. You guys are adorable, absolutely adorable, and I'm flattered. Trust me. It's getting cold in New York. I might have to start trolling through some of those DMs. Don't be surprised if you hear back from me. I'm just saying it's possible. I'm actually going through these emails, and they are super long. I guess you got to get things off your chest when you're writing, but I'm really just not going to read, horribly long emails. I can't do it. I feel like you guys are giving me like homework or something. I mean, come on. Don't be like that. This one got my attention, so screw it. I don't care how long it is. I'm going to read it. All right. Wife had a one-night lesbian affair with a friend. Got my attention, so here I am. Last night, my wife told me that she had a lesbian one-night stand with my mate's wife. Ooh. It happened when we were all, including our respective 3- and 7-year-old daughters, went away for a weekend in a caravan park. We all got drunk. I went to bed, and as far as I know, my mate did too. The girl stayed up, and that's when it happened. We've all been friends for about 15 years. She doesn't see it as cheating and has said that she does not regret it. As we talked for about 6 hours, she started to realize that despite my typical male bravado, talking positively about not being bothered if she had been a lesbian fling, joking macho crap of course, she was surprised that I was so upset. I want to move on, but it seems to me that she needs more than me, despite her trying to assure me that it had been a fantasy she had to fulfill and will never be repeated. I am quite a strong character and nowhere near as tactile as my wife. I love her and thought after 15 years of great marriage, notwithstanding the odd wobbler, that we really had something special. Trust and understanding as well as a good sexual relationship. Is my head up my ass, and am I kidding myself that my wife can be monogamous and happy with just me? Oh God. Okay, so again, another onion question. First of all, if you guys are on a fucking family trip, why are you guys getting drunk with your 3- and 7-year-olds anyway? I'm just saying. I didn't hear that the other couple brought children. So I'm wondering if you guys probably shouldn't have went off together as just adults. They've gone off together to just have some adult fun. Drinking, partying, whatever. Secondly, the cheating thing, innit? So, so can she be monogamous? Right then. She said it happened once. You guys have been together 15 years. She did it with your mate's wife, and you all have been friends for a long time. And she waited till now. She doesn't regret it. So saying that alone means to me she'll probably do it again. At the end of the day, though, you don't have the parts the woman has. So if she wants to explore that again, you won't be able to help her with that anyway. Now, that being said, you guys are married, and it's supposed to be the whole sanctitude of marriage, forsaking all others. Monogamy is kind of implied and expected, so I get that part. So that's hard. That's really hard. Has she given you any reason to not believe that that was the only, that this is the only time she's ever cheated? And, has she ever cheated with a guy? And there's so many other things I want to know. But the fact that she says she doesn't regret it, and she waited till now, I'm kind of wondering why she waited till now. Because if she's known this woman for so long, she had access to her before. Why wait till now? Midlife crisis? Have they had a discussion about it before? And yeah, your wife is a little off when she says, so just because you brag about being cockstrong and being able to please your woman and all that, again, you don't have the parts the woman has. So you shouldn't feel like less than a man because she wants to suck on some pussy. You don't have one. I'm just saying. So that has nothing to do with you. That's her and what she wants and what she's interested in, her own personal proclivities. Has nothing to do with you and your parts. It doesn't make you less of a man because your woman at some point and for a little while wanted to suck on a vagina that you don't have. I'm just saying. Anybody who wants to chime in on that, please feel free to do that. This is TalkRadio.com's Freaky Friday. If you're unaware of what you're listening to, please put your babies away. Put your headphones in if necessary. This is a grown-up platform, and you should be of age to tune in. All right. So, next question got my attention. It's a little longer than 4 to 6 sentences, but let's see if I can get through it. I need some help. She sent me masturbating videos. Okay. Dating for 3.5 years. I'm in California. She's in Nevada. I had a few breakups. She has major issues with me and my ex-wife being compatible. We have kids. In March of 2016, we had a short breakup for like a week. We were talking and texting the next day after the breakup. Mostly still arguing, which turned to when I was going to drive to see her, then got back together. I asked back then if anyone hit her up. She said a guy she worked for texted her telling her he was divorced from his wife. She told him she and I broke up. She told me that was it. Fast forward to January of this year. I'm on her computer looking for a certain pic of us and find a video sent by this guy. He was jacking off, full cum shot, etc. You get it. In the same file was videos of her doing the same thing with a dildo, obviously sent to him. Called her out, she lied, saying he and she didn't send anything, which then went to, he sent the video, then she did, but then she didn't remember she sent it. She said this happened over a 2-day period during the breakup, which wasn't really a breakup. I'm pretty messed up over all of this going down. You're confusing me. I asked if they slept together. She said no and had stuck to that for 2 months. Not sure if I believe that at all. He is a total freak and she is too, so I'm not convinced. I feel she is still lying, so I'm about to break it off. Any thoughts? And then she tells me just the other day that the videos were sent with some of one shade. I don't know. Okay, you're confusing me. Too much shit. So you broke up with your lady for a short span of time, and she did something grown up. Now again, see people, this is the problem that most people have, and particularly fucking men. You guys have women, from the sounds of this, she's a nice, freaky, naughty woman, and you paused her up for whatever reason, and then decided a week later, oh, I kind of fucked up, let me get back. See, but in that week when she's in her feelings, you know, she did something. So if you know your woman's a sexual person, and, you know, her ego's probably twisting her as to, you know, why'd you walk away? She already has the constant of dealing with you and your ex and your children, and then you pause her up, so she went playing with the pussy on video. Now, she might not have had sex with him, you know, if you guys are in a long-distance relationship and he's somewhere else and whatever, it could have just been the videos. Now, unfortunately, people tend to save videos and, you know, it's more lasting now and whatever. But I kind of believe her. I'm reading what you texted from what you wrote, from what I can get through from this long-ass email that you sent. I kind of don't have the vibe that she banged him. I think, you know, he's giving her full-on cum shots on the camera. She probably didn't need to. The release was given. Her ego was stroked. I'm sure he lost his mind watching her play with her pussy. Most guys like to see that. Most of you are undercover or above the cover voyeurs, so you're very much into those kind of things. And I think, you know, I think her just feeling sexy, just her knowing that she can get someone to that place was probably enough for her. So I don't tend to believe that they had sex. Highly possible to have a little video exchange and not completely act on it, especially if you've got to get a plane ticket and go over and all that. It just seems like a lot of work, you know, when you can just kind of do it on camera, talk a little dirty, you know, and splash off, and then, you know, and she always has it to go back and look at. So, you know, if you want to break it up with her, that's completely on you. But remember, you opened the door to that. You paused her up. You didn't quite say why you paused her up. You just said, you know, you broke up for a short span of time. How was she supposed to know how long the breakup was supposed to be? Or do you guys have some kind of rules for that? Oh, I'm going to put you in a corner for a minute while I go and explore something else and just don't do anything until I'm done. Ridiculous. So, you know, that's what you get. That's kind of what you get. This is Freaky Fridays here on TalkRadio.com, and I am your hostess, Cypher Kai. On this Labor weekend, I'm going to put on a little Swallow featuring Nicki Minaj, Ty Dolla $ign, and Jason Derulo here on Freaky Fridays on TalkRadio.com. Swallow something, people.
Drink.
Young money, young money, young money, young money.
Love in 1,000 different flavors. I wish that I could taste them all night. No, I ain't got no dinner plans, so you should bring all your friends. I swear that to all of y'all my type. Shimmy yeah, shimmy yeah, shimmy yeah. Drink, swalla la la. Drink, swalla la la. Swalla la la. Shimmy yeah, shimmy yeah, shimmy yeah.
Drink,
swalla la la. Drink, swalla la la. Swalla la la.
shimmy, yeah. Bad girls gon' swallow, la, la. Bust down on my wrist in it, bitch. My pinky ring bigger than this. Matter how I'm Beverly Hills. Dollar got too many girls. Matter how I'm Beverly Hills. All she wears red bottom heels. When she back it up, put it on the top. When she drop it low, put it on the ground. DJ pop it, she gon' swallow that. Champagne pop it, she gon' swallow that.
All you girls in here, if you're feeling thirsty, come on, take a sip, 'cause you know what I'm serving. No.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Drink, swalla la la. Drink, swalla la la. Swalla la la. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Drink, swalla la la. Drink, swalla la la. Swalla la la. Freaky, freaky, yeah. My freaky, freaky, yeah.
Bad girl, no swallow nothing. Word to the Dalai Lama. He know I'm a fashion killer. Word to John Galliano. He cupping that Valentino. Ain't no telling me no. I'm that bitch and he know. How your wife in these thoughts? You don't get wins for that. I'm having another good year. We don't get blimps for that. Cause the gang still call. We don't get minks for that. When I'm popping them bananas, we don't link chimps for that. I gave these bitches 2 years. Now your time's up. Bless her heart. She throwing shots, but every line sucks. I'm in that cherry red foreign with the brown guts. My shit slapping like dude did LeBron
All you
nuts.
girls in here, if you're feeling thirsty, come on, take a sip, 'cause you know what I'm serving. No.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Drink, swalla la la. Drink, swalla la la. Swalla la la. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Drink, swalla la la. Drink, swalla la la.
Young Money,
Swalla la la.
Jay-Z.
Freaky, yeah. Swalla la la. My freaky, freaky, yeah. Swalla la la. My freaky, freaky, yeah. Swalla la la. My freaky, freaky, yeah. Derulo.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fridays. I want to give a special shout out to Flex, the porn star, who is tuned into the show tonight. I want to give a shout out to Solomon the Don, who's tuned in tonight. Another shout out to a contest this evening, and I said if we hit more than 30,000 live listeners this evening and you guys message me behind the scenes, someone will get the privilege of having a 10-minute personal conversation with me off the air, and you can ask me anything you'd like. But we got to get these numbers up. So spread the link around, share the link around, let people know what's up. If you want to call into the show and talk to me, 347-450-3958. That is the number that you dial to get in on the hotline. Send your questions to questions@talkradio.com. Also log on to facebook.com/talkradio. And as always, you can always hit us up, listen to the archives or live episodes at www.tawkradio.com/shows. And that's how you find us. And I am your hostess, Cypher Kai, like I said, here on talkradio.com's Freaky Friday, the Labor Day edition. So, you guys are so naughty. The things you send me behind the scenes, I swear. I'm going to start screenshotting some of you guys. And please, I appreciate you guys not sending me any more dick pics. I don't appreciate them. Not on the air, not off the air. I just think it's tacky. I'm just saying, I'm just a little tacky. Anyway, next, how do I get over who knows how to use his shit. I swear to God, I was having this conversation earlier, like, women can forgive a man anything for a good fuck. And I don't just mean, he takes a while to come and he goes down on you and this and that. I'm talking about the kind of fucking sex that makes you stupid. It literally makes you stupid. Like, intellectual women actually lose IQ points because the dick is so good. The kind of shit that makes you call into work and just take off a fucking day because you don't want to get off the dick. The kind of fucking cock that makes you want to, just makes you rethink all your life choices. You go, shit. You start thinking, like, how can you physically glue him inside of you so he never has to come out type shit. So, good sex like that, I can't imagine I'd be thinking, you know what, God, this feels so good, but damn, this nigga's bald. Like, I don't think I'd be thinking that. But then again, I think outside the box, I'm just saying. So hopefully one of the things you inherited from dad was either a really big penis or some kind of specific sexual skill set or something. But your insecurities, you need to work on that. Again, I say this to the men, to the women. Be secure in who you are. If you're balding, take it all the way off. Bald it all the way around. Don't have the hairline fucked up or whatever. Take the whole thing off. Or look into some of those treatments. You know what I'll do? I'll post it. I think there's a hairstylist, a male hairstylist, I think in Atlanta or somewhere. I've seen a link before. I'll post it on the Facebook page at some point. Go and check that out. He does great work. And go see him. He can do corn braids and the fake dreads and, fades and all kinds of trick people shit. So go check him out. I'll get a link and I'll put it on the Facebook page sometime this week. Look out for it. Okay. This is Freaky Fridays here on TalkRadio.com with your hostess, Cypher Kai. And this is kind of how it goes down sometimes. People ask all kinds of really interesting things. And when it's not too long, I will indulge and read it. Okay. I'm very confused. This is the title, subject line. Having an affair with a married man. This has completely taken me aback, as I have never thought I would get involved with a married man ever. I grew up in a complete family with loving parents. For me, being in such a situation has made me mentally exhausted. I know nothing will come out of this, but I really love him. Part of me wanted to let go, and part of it's not. Some days I just feel like telling his wife what will happen, and he definitely won't contact me for good, so that I can really get him out of my life and move on completely. Do you think I should tell his wife about the affair? He seems to be in a loving relationship with his wife, as they are always going on vacation together. I feel like an ass, and I would feel like an ass if I told the wife about us. I'm very confused and lost. No, bitch, you're not confused and lost. Okay, first of all, I will be giving out side chick lessons soon, because clearly you women are blurring the fucking lines. And no, you're not confused. You are hurt, and you are heartbroken, and you're into your fucking feelings because you allowed yourself, like you said, to fall in love with a man that you knew and you know you can't have. And the only way you would know about these vacations means that you're preying on his social media. So I respect this guy in the sense that I'm sure he didn't even play with you. He told you the truth. He said, listen, I love my wife, I'm not leaving my wife, whatever. Most of them don't say that. They always come with the story of, oh, she's not cooking, she's not cleaning, she's always complaining, she doesn't appreciate me, I sleep in a different room, blah, 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 which is bullshit. 99% of the time it's bullshit. And what they don't understand is women who are side women who know their role, we don't give a shit. We don't give a shit if you're sleeping in the room or not. That's not my business, not my role. My job as a side chick, if I was playing that role, is to fuck you and get as much of your money as I can from you. I don't care about what's going on in your house. I will listen, but I don't really care. My job is not to care about that. I want the best parts of you. I want the parts of you that you now go to the gym for, you shower and shave for, you show me all that pretty shit you don't show your wife anymore. That's what I want. I want you to come by me pretty and clean and horny and paid. That's what I want. So you knew you couldn't have this man. And no, bitch, you should not tell his wife about it. So now what? You go and tell the wife about it, blow his marriage up as an attempt, allegedly, for you to get over him? How does that help exactly? Yeah, kind of doesn't. Spiteful move. You're not confused. Sit back, let that man be with his wife, and move on. Find someone else to fuck. Find something that occupy your mind, but don't go and blow his marriage up. You knew what it was when you got into it. Stop being petty. All right, this is TalkRadio.com's Freaky Friday. I am your hostess, Cypher Kai. Next song we're going to get into this evening is Bike Back by Charlie Black on this Labor Weekend edition of Talk Radio's Freaky Friday.
Ladies, place your hands on your knees. Now, sink in your back. Take your time and look on the man while you're wine back. You ready? Come. Cock up your big bumper on the bike back. Bumper ready for the RR bike back. See the junk of it, you can't ride that. You like that, the bike back. You know you short up shots on the bike back. Tell a fight over man, you not fight back. Put your hand round me waist on the bike back. You like that, the bike back. Girl, you sexy so pill. Shape like you have chicken pill. Drink a apple vodka on me bill. You bump up broad, girl. See the bike back, you come chill. A bike show time, show me your skill. From Alberton to Calville. You bump up broad, girl. Time for me, girl. Time for me, girl. Wind up your body in on the bike show like you are entertain party criminal. Shake for me, girl. Vibrate for me, girl. When the country boy call if you go on the road, make sure don't late for me, girl. Cock up your big bumper on the bike back. Bumper ready for the RR bike back. See the junk of it, you can't ride that. You like that, the bike back. You know you short up shots on the bike back. Tell a fight over man, you not fight back. Put your hand round me waist on the bike back. You like that, the bike back. Girl, you sexy so thin. Shape like you have chicken pill. Drink a apple vodka on me bill. You bump up broad, girl. See the bike back, you come chill. A bike show time, show me your skill. From Catado to Flower Hill. You bump up broad, girl. Put on your heels, come wine for the wheels. Me ready for defend you like Navy Seals. Team unstoppable, no make fair deals. As of today, me a pay your bills. You no pay for your bumper, baby, it's real. You damn good food, you no damn meal deal. No long, you no bite, you that me reveal. Some girl like tough like a steel. Wine for me, girl. Climb for me, girl. Wind up your body in on the bike show like you are entertain party criminal. Shake for me, girl. Vibrate for me, girl. When the country boy call if you go on the road, make sure don't late for me, girl. The phone is like a so you can't make no sound. Econac sound is a Econac sound. The phone is like a so you can't make no sound. Econac sound is a Econac sound. The phone is like a so you can't make no sound. Econac sound is a Econac sound. The phone is like a so you can't make no sound. Econac sound is a Econac sound. Come.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fridays. Every day is a freaky day here on Talk Radio. I'm just saying. So if you want to get in on the lines, it's 347-450-3958. We also have a really cool feature. When we're not live on the air, you guys can still call that number, leave a shout out, a question, a comment, a rant. And if you're one of the lucky chosen few, we will put that voicemail up for the public to hear, public consumption. We're getting close to the number for the evening. Again, 30,000 plus live listeners will get, some lucky person will get to have me all to themselves for 10 minutes on the phone to ask me whatever you'd like. So if there's something you've been wanting to know about Cypher Kai, feel free to ask me in that moment. If you are the lucky one who wins the contest this evening, I'm just saying the numbers are getting really close. So you guys keep spreading the link around, keep spreading the link around. Get on with us, facebook.com/talk radio. So again, I'm just trying to get through some of these emails and look for the ones that's not too long. So I'm missing my ex so much. I've been single for 8 months already, but I can't get over him. My ex-boyfriend who cheated on me through seeing another woman has left a big scar in my heart. But still I miss him. I miss him so bad. Is that even possible for someone who has hurt you so much? And I think I'm still into him, but a part of me wants to move on already. I think I deserve someone better. My friends keep on telling me that I should look for outlets to move on, like meeting some old colleagues or signing up for foreign dating events. But the main question is, can I do it? Of course you can. It's hard, you know. I don't know how long you guys have been dating. 8 months, you know. I usually have a theory. I think it takes half the amount of time that you were with someone to truly get over them. So if you guys dated, let's say 5 years, I'd say it'd take 2 years and change to get over the person. And that doesn't mean you're not supposed to date for 2.5 years before you guys start cursing me out and yelling at me. It simply means that it takes about that amount of time before you can stop comparing everyone you meet or the person that you choose to be with afterwards to this other person, right? Oh, he reminds me of, even if it's in a good way. Oh, and you start to have these nostalgic thoughts about the other person. That's just my personal theory on that. But yeah, find something else to do, especially if there's no possibility at all of you and the person getting back together. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, people can hurt you and still leave that lasting impression on you. It kind of sucks a lot. It's one of the downsides of being an adult. But it is possible to move on. So I would suggest you find something else, another outlet to occupy your brain. Would be helpful. Would be super helpful. Could a happily married man cheat and like other women? Can you acknowledge other women? Yes. Can you see other women as attractive? Yes. If you're happily married, would you actually be willing to cheat? Are you just greedy? That's a little. I don't know. I don't really know where to go with that one. Because if to be cheating, you feel like there's something missing. So it doesn't mean that your wife's a bad person. You just feel like something's missing. Maybe there's not enough sex. Maybe your sex drive is higher than hers. I don't really know. But if you're truly happily married, men or women, I don't really feel that you would even have the urge to cheat. Just kind of confused about that. But again, feel free to hit me up and let me dig into that a little more with you. I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that one. I would think if I was happily married, I wouldn't be inclined to cheat. But again, it would take a lot for someone to trick me down the aisle anyway, so, you know, but whatever. Anyway, this is Freaky Fridays here on TalkRadio.com. We're going to get into some Bacchus by DeMarco.
Fucking sexy now your heels, mommy. Me a beg a girl just when your knees for me. Brace up your body, pretty please for me. Your tight pussy, girl a squeeze for me. See the Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus, slap up your body so louder than clappers. Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus is a girl a man. She want it hard on the floor like we not have mattress. Body up in the air and every girl a cock it up. Every girl a follow Lil and chuck a back it up. Any boy that want a girl a band-aid them a fi cut. Me girl a forehead and you need them a fi touch. Back it up. One round that is not enough. Fat pussy girl, look how you make me cock it up. When me think oh girl, me happier than a pillows. Every girl a position in a the dot. See the Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus, slap up your body so louder than clappers. Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus is a girl a man. She want it hard on the floor like we not have mattress. Girl bend over like a yoga class. See the G's them me a go send over fast. Girl a fat pussy we a bow pound and half. Me stab it and broke like Michelle out a glass. Girl a big body they fi stay out a shot. Oh man your body blessed like a Jehovah cross. Dog give me no see girl me the overcast. Then me see Stacy go send out a blast. See the Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus, slap up your body so louder than clappers. Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus is a girl a man. Bacchus is a girl a man. She want it hard on the floor like we not have mattress. Body up in the air and every girl a cock it up. Every girl a follow Lil and chuck a back it up. Any boy that want a girl you need them off it touch. One round that is not enough. Fat pussy girl, look how you make me cock it up. When me think, oh girl, me happier than a pillows. Every girl a position in a the dot.
For the backers is a girl a man. Backers is a girl a man. Backers is a girl a man. Backers, slap up your body so louder than clappers. Backers is a girl a man. Backers is a girl a man. Backers is a girl a man. She want it hard on the floor like we not have mattress. Rock it up. Rock it up. Rock it up. Want it hard on the floor like we not have mattress.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Friday with your hostess Cypher Kai. Alright guys, so let's get into some more emails here in this email bag. If you want to hit us up, it is www.tawradio.com/shows, questions@talkradio.com, facebook.com/talkradio, instagram.com/talkradio, and the hotline number is 347-450-3958. We have hit the quota tonight, people. We have hit the 30,000 plus, and I'm going to start going through the DMs to see who's going to get that private phone call with me. And if you are in another country, we broadcast in the US, I'm going to need you to have WhatsApp. I am not going to be spending any time and money making long distance calls. As much as I love you guys, I'm just saying, please have WhatsApp. If I select you from another country, hit me up. Tell me why I should pick you and what country you're tuning in from. And we'll announce it. We'll say who won. And we'll make that happen. And I will call. I definitely will give you guys a call so we can have a conversation about whatever you'd like for 10 minutes. You get 10 minutes with Cypher Kai for being a loyal listener and you guys spreading the link around. And, so we've hit the mark. You guys start to DM me. Let's see who's going to be the one to win this contest this evening. Thank you so much for your support, you guys. I'm telling you. Let's dig back into the email bag. All right. I'm cheating. I need some advice. A lot of cheating things tonight. All right, so thank you in advance for what you're going to tell me. Are you sure? So I'm a little confused because I kind of got myself into a rut. I've been with my boyfriend for over 10 years. We met in high school. He really is my best friend. We've had our ups and downs, as any relationship does. He's an angel, but then he can be a devil. Weird to say, it's like we're friends with benefits. We don't really hold hands, kiss, or do regular couple things. Since we've moved into his dad's house, everything has changed. He's verbally abusive, mentally and physically. I make excuses, always saying it's because of the stressful environment, but then I remember there's no excuses for the actions that I encountered. Yes, he's cheated on me, physical and socially online. I've dealt with it as I do everything. I recently met a friend a year ago. We started out as friends and of course feelings became involved. I've never physically cheated, but I have talked to this person in a confiding way and grew a deep bond. It's getting confusing because I don't know if I like the person in a lusty way because they show me everything I ever wanted, but then I still have the bipolar boyfriend who randomly wants to treat me right every time I want to leave. It's like, do I risk it and leave, or do I stay with what I know? I'm just so lost and confused. I don't know how to handle the situation. I'm so concerned about everyone else's feelings but mine. Okay, first of all, damn it. Just damn it. All right, you're not in a relationship. You're in a toxic situation. And it sounds to me like you just need some place to live. So this guy is verbally, physically, mentally abusive. And you don't kiss or hold hands or anything. And every so often he probably sticks some dick in you and calls you beautiful and tells you he loves you right when he knows he's fucked up so much you're about to leave. You're not in a relationship. Ding, ding, ding. You're not in a relationship. You're in a toxic situation. Leave it. And don't necessarily leave it for this guy you've been confiding in. Just fucking leave it because you need to friggin' leave it. Because it's toxic. It's like mold. It's just going to grow and fester till it cuts off your air and kills you. If not physically kills you. And why? And what is his father doing? When he's busting your ass in the house, what is his dad doing? Shame on you, daddy. And did you teach your son that? Ugh, disgusting. But leave. That's a nasty situation. And you might be, and you are damaged at this point. You are damaged goods. No need to go bring your bag of shit on this person that's been nice enough to you've been confiding in and helping you through, you're toxic. You need to get cleaned off. You need to have the CDC come in and wrap you in blankets and you know, disinfect you. You need to get your shit right before you go messing with anybody else, because you're damaged at this point. And you really need to, you know, work on yourself, decide what you like, what you'll tolerate going forward, but you definitely do not need to be in another relationship at the moment, especially with someone that's actually a good person. Let's not damage him too. So that's my take on that one. Next. My husband has horrible hygiene and I can't bring myself to be sexually attracted to him anymore. Oh Lord. Okay. What we got here? If he doesn't have crust in the corner of his mouth, he's got clumps of snot crusted on the outside corner of his nose, or his hair is greasy, or his hat smells strongly of BO, and he smells like ass because his chest hair is fake. What? Because his fake leather chair holds in the moisture from his sweat all day. I'm trying not to over-exaggerate any of these examples. It's seriously all I notice about him. We're married happily, and I'm not sexually attracted to him at all anymore because his everyday image is burned into my mind. I can't kiss him without thinking there might be something on his mouth, or hold him without smelling his BO. He is funny, sweet, and smart. His IQ is a 130 and he's a great person overall, but gets super offended when I bring any of this up, because honestly I have a lot of emotional issues that he handles very respectfully and logically. So yes, someone, can I get any kind of advice, blah blah. Okay, so okay, wow. Okay, first of all, hygiene is a super great turn on or turn off for me. I love a guy with great hygiene. I love to know that I'm dating someone that as soon as he walks in the door, even sweaty, I can peel his penis off his thigh and put it in my face. I'm just saying, just me personally. Freaky Fridays Talk Radio. Okay. But more than that, I can't imagine being with someone with these kinds of things going on. And not only am I not attracted to him, but I can't talk to him about it. It's almost as though if I had my menstrual, and for whatever reason I was making excuses why I couldn't bathe, or I got a tampon in me for days, or some other crazy, disgusting shit, I would expect my man to tell me. And there's a lot of guys out here who are banging women and not telling them that they smell. You know, I had a friend of mine telling me, you know, he was fucking some girl one time and he must have gave her some back shots and she must have didn't wipe her ass properly when he was doing it. So she's got what he likes to refer to as shit crumbs in her ass. Yet still he banged her. You know, stop spoiling. Listen, if there's something out of order, I'm going to need you guys to stop telling people, because there's funky people walking around figuring they don't want to change their shit because someone's still fucking them. Please stop it. Now, you, lady, if you can't talk to him full on, and you know you got your own shit that he's been dealing with, still not an excuse for him to carry himself that way. It's disgusting. It's unhealthy. It's all kinds of, so many layers of yuck. Maybe make something sexy out of it. Maybe run a tub for him, you know, run a bath for him, a bubble bath, and bathe him. Make it something sexy. Make it seem like it's something you just want to do for him. Maybe you get pretty, you know, you put on something nice, you sit on the side of the tub and you put him in the tub and you wash his hair and you bathe him and you tweak him up. There is nothing wrong with keeping up your man. I hate to hear women say, oh, I'm not cutting his toenails, I'm not doing this, fuck him, he's out doing this and that. He's still your dude until you take the title away or you dump him. And I don't know about anybody else. I don't mind catering to my man, and I want my guy to be outside looking good. Just saying. So there's nothing that I wouldn't do for my guy, right? So if I need to clip his toenails because they're tearing up the fucking sheets, or if, you know, he was fingering me and I found his nails to be too long, or whatever it is, I'm doing it. So, you know, I'm just saying, get his ass in a tub with some Dettol and some strong soap, you know, not that little pretty bubble bath shit. Get him some some liquid Irish Spring, get it in there and wash his ass, literally and figuratively. And if you need to put some music on or whatever to do it. But this is just nasty. And I'm wondering if you're not some kind of hoarder or something that was he dealing with, because how could you be with someone that smells like this every day? And how could he be so brilliant and so funny and so smart, but he's not smart enough to know that there's flies flying around him and he stinks? Yeah, I don't know. Something's missing from that story there. I'd like to know what your things are that he's dealing with for you. Just saying. Anyway, Freaky Fridays here on talkradio.com. I'm your hostess, Cypher Kai. And we're going to get into some Gas It Up by Marsville and the Unruly Empire. Labor Weekend 2018.
Unruly Empire. Marsville. Take your time when you're whining, girl. Take your time when you're whining, girl. Take your time when you're whining, girl. You want speed? Gas it up. Right. Gas it up, girl. Gas it up. Right. Gas it up, girl. Girl, stick it right there. Come up, what? Come up, who? Come up, I wanna stop. Girl, I tell you jiggle. Find the girl with the marvelous metal. Jiggle. Gas it up, girl. Right. Look, gas it up, girl. Hop on the knees, girl, down to the ground. Bubble and whistle when you hear this sound. Look, give me some gas. Gas it up, girl. Gas it up. Hop on the knees, girl, down to the ground. Bubble and whistle when you hear this sound. Tick like a clock, girl, back it right down. Look, give me some gas. Gas it up, look. Right. Gas it up, girl. Gas it up. Right. Gas it up, girl. Look, right down, go home. Line. You got a curfew, girl. Right down, go home. Line. Girl, I take you right. Gas it up, girl. Gas it up. Gas it up, girl. No bubble. When you bubble up. No bubble. Chicken. Russell. Yo. Marsville. Problems. Yeah. Girl, we must be time now. Talk, tick. Tick, girl, stick. Tick, girl, stick. Talk, tick. Tick, girl, stick. Tick, girl, stick. Girl, bend over. I take a tick, girl, stick. Tick, girl, stick. Girl, bend over. I take a tick, girl, stick. Tick, girl, stick. Talk, tick. Tick, girl, stick. Tick, girl, stick. Talk, tick.
This is talkradio.com's Freaky Fridays, and I'm your hostess, Cypher Kai. We're going to wind on the show in a minute, but I'm going to let you guys know that Natasha M from New Jersey is who won the competition this evening, because we got more than 30,000 live listeners on the show, and she DM'd me, and she said she's been a fan of the show for a while. She's listened to some archives before, and she's quite interested in hearing some techniques on how she could give a fantastic blowjob to her boyfriend. That caught my attention. You guys know that sucking dick is one of my favorite pastimes. I talk about it on the show all the time. So I am more than happy to give her some pointers and tips off the air. So Miss Natasha, if you will DM me your phone number, I will give you a call. And we'll get to have a conversation later on or tomorrow, whichever one's more convenient for you. But DM me your phone number, and we'll have a conversation. I'll be more than happy to see what advice I can give you. And I'd love some feedback. Feel free to call into the show and let me know how the advice works out. This is talkradio.com's Freaky Friday Labor Day edition. 2018. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to play one more song for the evening before we leave. For this week, we'll be back next week. I might do a Sexy Saturday. They got a really great response when I did it last week. So I'll see. If I'm going to do it, I'll post up something on the social media and let you guys know that I'll be going on for a Sexy Saturday edition. But I think a lot of people are kind of out of town this weekend and just kind of busy with family, so I don't know how many people get to tune in. I appreciate you guys tuning in now. That's why I came on early this evening as well. I came on at 8 o'clock instead of 9, because a lot of people said they wanted to tune into talk radio and get their minds right before dealing with their family and partying this evening. So I appreciate you. We're going to put on a little Split in the Middle by Frizzy for this TalkRadio.com's Freaky Friday Labor Weekend edition. Cypher Kai here with you. I appreciate you guys so much. I do. I really, really, really do. Enjoy.
Madras. Hey. Freeze cadet. Boom. I like it. Crow. They ready? Tell them. Do that for me. Split in the middle. Make the two toys jiggle. Climb on a table. My girl, I know you able. Split in the middle. Make the two toys jiggle. Climb on a table. My girl, I know you able. Control bombade. Face bombade. Sit down in my chair. Sukwe bombade. One foot in the air. One hand holding there. With one flick in your hair. Shamu pani my way. Hey, split in the middle. Make the two toys jiggle. Climb on a table. My girl, I know you able. Split in the middle. Make the two toys jiggle. Climb on a table. My girl, I know you able. Bounce on the spring. Make behind you sing. Bumba do Wong Ching Wing. Chinese whining thing. Bend your back for the thing. 6:45 for the thing. Quarter past 9 for the thing. Only you can do them thing. My girl gets split in the middle. Make the two toys jiggle. Climb on a table. My girl, I know you able. Split in the middle. Make the two toys jiggle. Climb on a table. My girl, I know you able. Control bombade. Fini face there. Sit down on my chair. Sukwe bombade. One foot in the air. One hand holding there. With one flick in your hair. Shamu pani my way. Just split in the middle. Make the two toys jiggle. Climb on the table. Girl, I know you able. Split in the middle. Make the two toys jiggle. Climb on the table. My girl, I know you able. Chrome. These are the things I've done up already. Boom. You ready? All the girls them they ready. Let's make them do it for me. Free second.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Friday. Let me give another shout out to the Wellness Consultant. Shout out to the Wellness Consultant and Revive, which is coming soon. A whole line of wonderful wellness products is going to make your life so much better. Everything about your life will be so much better when you are revived in Revive and its products. So shout out to the Wellness Consultant. Shout out to everyone who was tuned in tonight. And again, let me give an advance shout out to my archivers. You guys are amazing. There's going to be so many people that are upset with me tonight that got on here at 9 o'clock. They said, wait, well, you were on from before. I promise you, even though my texts are not with me, I am going to try to make sure this archive is available damn near immediately. So definitely check out the website right after I come off the air. Give me a few minutes. It should be available on the website almost as soon as I get off. So you guys who weren't tuned in from the beginning can hear it from the beginning. Take your time, go through it, fast forward through the music if need be, so you can hear what you need to hear, get all the information that you need to get. We are working feverishly behind the scenes to give you guys great connections with great sponsors and small businesses. We have some wonderful independent artists who are going to be coming on the show soon and advertising, broadcasting, showcasing their stuff, being interviewed. We'll be on location from a couple of restaurants and clubs and barbershops coming up soon. We have a barbershop series coming up. So all of you ladies who want to get feedback from guys directly, since I've not found a male co-host yet, feel free to send your questions in. And when I'm sitting with these handsome guys who always have something to say, I will pose your questions to these men. So you can get direct feedback from men about what's going on in your life, how you're feeling, how you're thinking, what you're doing. You guys can email your questions into questions@talkradio.com. Log on to our website at www.tawkradio.com/shows. Also go into the contact us form, send your information there. You can also check us out on the hotline at 347-450-3958. And when we're not live on the air, you can leave a voicemail there, shout out, venting, whatever. And we will at some point be able to upload them so everybody can hear what you're saying. It's been a really great experience rocking with you guys. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with me this weekend. Miss Natasha M from New Jersey is our contest winner this evening. She will get a private consultation with Cypher Kai off the air. I see that you sent me your number. Thank you so much. I will be calling you this evening. Give me till about 10 o'clock. Let me wrap everything up in the studio behind me and get to make that phone call with you. Thank you so much for tuning into the show and being a loyal listener. You guys, there'll be lots and lots of giveaways coming up. We're officially relaunching next week, Friday, September 7th, for our Freaky Friday. We will be adding the financial component soon. Probably the first Friday in October, we'll be doing the Freaky Financial Fridays officially. And we have a really great correspondent that's going to be working with us. And I will tell you more about him as we get closer. And the things we're going to talk about, you guys need to get your papers and pens ready to take notes. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Money and sex are the two main driving forces of adults and their relationships. Causes for excitement and or breakups. So you guys need to tune into Talk Radio and stay informed on everything that you need to know that we can teach you. We don't know every single thing, but we're going to teach you a lot. So thank you guys for tuning in and supporting the show. As usual, I love you guys so much, and I will see you next week by God's grace. This has been another episode of TalkRadio.com's Freaky Friday with your hostess, Cypher Kai. Everybody be safe, drink responsibly, have sex happily and protected. And feel free to call in with your Labor Day weekend stories next week when we come back on the air on Freaky Fridays here on TalkRadio.com.